looking for big walleyes, what I want to do this time of year, and chip in anytime you want to add some information, Ryan, but I like to find the structure that's related to the deep. So one of you guys is practically a pro angler, right? Is that you with the trilene shirt?
No, Jimmy. No. I'm retired.
Because I'm looking at a spot like that, like, ooh, I like the look of that. All that deep water, and there's structure out there that's not marked. So I always like to find that mystery structure. But to come to a spot like that, I mean, that happens to be one of his favorite humps. I've got a little one off here that's not marked on the map that I like, but that structure is what I'm looking for on this lake. Particularly, they really like to orient at a depth. The big fish, so like 18 to 24, 18 feet. Stop the boat, chuck my jig in, see what's going on, and it's like a 3-minute deal. Oh, nothing in 3 minutes? I'm moving on. I did that with Andre last year. We were fishing around here somewhere, and we came through here, and the other boat was running kind of slow. So I just whipping down here, and I'm going to turn on my depth finder. Oh,
Well, we thought they were going to run out of gas, so we didn't want to get too far.
yeah, I didn't want to get out of sight as I went around here, so 18 feet, just out here in the middle of nowhere, like half a mile from the nearest anything. 18 feet, perfect depth, toss my jig in, doink, doink, douche, ooh, big fish. It turned out to be like a 42-inch pike just out here in the middle, just doing nothing. No walleyes, but, well, that's fluky. I can't even tell anybody about that spot, because it's a half mile from nowhere, just nothing. But that same thing, you know, bombing down here, like, whoop, there she comes, right up to the depth I want, and there she goes, right back down. Get on that and work it. If it's not there today, work it tomorrow. So this lake orients a lot towards wind, just because it's a big lake. It's got a lot of wind. The fish are genetically designed to fish the windy spots. You go to Minis or some of the lakes that are smaller, you know, Minis isn't a small lake, but you go to that and it's all broken up islands. You just don't get that big wave action. So anywhere over here, you get a big rock cobble pile, or weeds, cabbage weed or rock cobble, something where the deep is blowing up right into 5 or 6 feet of water. With that wind making that action, the big pike will line up along that side for that day, that event, with that wind flowing that way. So this time of year, and you can get them casting or trolling, but that windy event, without the windy event, you're just hunting peck. I would just be trolling a big rapala, or not even a spoon. I like to get down probably 15 feet, and you put the time in, you'll catch the fish. But the thing you don't know is the pike that bit me off, was he that big or was he this big? And you know, it makes sense that a pike the size of that one on the wall could be the one that's biting you off, not the little guy you're catching who you lip hooked, because all you do is retie, you go back to fishing. And what you should have is a big pike rig set with a great big old rubber with a leader on it. Let me work that puppy for 2 or 3 minutes and just see, because I just got bit off. And all my life, I've assumed 2-foot pike. You know, I don't want a 2-foot pike. Just lip hook them, let them go. Don't care. But it makes sense that some of those big pike, and if you look at our leaderboard of pike 40 inches, what are they caught on? Jigs. What's our number one lure? Jig. Are any of those guys fishing for pike? No. So what's that telling you? There's a lot of big pike cruising around those 15, 20-inch walleyes.
That's a restaurant.
Eating those,
Yeah.
and you're getting bit off, and you're just cursing that stupid little pike, because that's what you just caught, was a stupid little pike, but there's a 40-incher running around down there.
Yeah,
But I've got my 5-minute rule. If I'm fishing 5 minutes, I haven't got a bite, do something different. Change your bait, change your distance, or get out of there. Don't be hanging around waiting for fish to start biting. You've been here 15 minutes, you're way too long. You gotta move on. Conservation licenses only. You can only fish one treble hook, and everything you're using has to be barbless. My personal preference is leaving the rear hook on. I just feel if a fish grabs it like that and you set the hook, you're going to get him, as opposed to him grabbing it somewhere else. So a treble hook is considered a single hook on this lake. The only lure that's really messed up that you can't use is a worm harness, because you got 3 single hooks, and if you take 2 of them off it, then it's a useless lure. Where one of these, you just got to alter it so that it works. So the barbless, the single hook, the 18-inch maximum on the walleye. All of our Americans are forced to take a 2-fish limit. Since you guys already have your license, I don't know if you have 2 or 4. I don't mind if you take 4, but I want them all to be under 18. We don't kill trophies. You know, if you get a bad hooked one, throw it back. Well, why do you say that? It's a bad hook, it's going to die. I say it for 2 reasons. 1, you didn't try hard enough. And 2, if you throw it in the boat, it's guaranteed to die. If you throw it over, it might survive. And I've actually caught northerns in the spring that had a gill hanging out like here. Okay, so that thing was caught last year. It probably bled quite a bit. It had a gill hanging out, obviously lived, if you had to ask me that last year, I said, well, fish is dead, you might as well eat it. Obviously, I'm wrong. And even the guy I had out the other day got like a 18 and a bit, maybe 19 inch. Oh, we're gonna eat that? We're looking for 16, 17, and we're taking 2. 1 for you, 1 for me. What about 3? Don't need 3, because we're gonna have potatoes and onions, beans, and this would be the perfect amount of fish. No leftovers, and some people make, my son loves leftover walleye, and so do I, but I don't keep them for that. You're fishing every day.
Yep.
And catch fish every day, bring in fresh every day. Don't go and take more fish than what you need today. Because I had a big discussion with a group, and I don't like going and be heavy-handed with people, but what, you guys got like 20 fish? There's 4 of you. Well, we got all our take-homes, we're going to have some lunch, and we get them all put away, and then the rest of the week, we'll just eat and release, and it'll be perfect. So that's the worst thing you could do. Because if I was a game warden right now, you'd be just getting drained to thousands of dollars in fines. Even though your intention is right, your method is all wrong. The order that you keep those fish in is critical. So all week, we catch, we eat, we catch, we eat, we catch, we eat. Last day, we don't eat fish, we catch our 2, we go home.